Your mind does not reveal reality to you. It translates it, filters it, and rebuilds it into something you can survive. What you call the world is not the world itself, but a version assembled by the brain from fragments of light, sound, memory, fear, and expectation. You never meet reality directly. You only meet your interpretation of it. That means everything you believe you are seeing has already passed through a filter before it ever reaches your awareness. The disturbing part is that this process feels completely natural, which is why illusion is strongest when it feels ordinary. This is why two people can stand in the same room and live in different worlds. One person sees danger, another sees safety. One person hears disrespect, another hears pain. One person remembers the past as proof, another remembers it as trauma. The event may be shared, but the experience is private. The mind does not simply record what happens. It interprets what happens through every wound, every hope, and every unfinished memory you carry. In that sense, perception is not passive. It is creative. Your mind is constantly deciding what matters, what can be ignored, and what must be turned into meaning. Reality, as you know it, is not simply found. It is built. That is what makes consciousness so unsettling. You are not floating above existence as a neutral observer. You are trapped inside the instrument that interprets existence. The same mind that allows you to understand the world is also the mind that hides the world from you. It edits too quickly to notice, predicts too efficiently to question, and protects you so aggressively that it may bend the truth just to keep you steady. Fear can sharpen your vision, but it can also shrink your world. Desire can open your eyes, but it can also blind you. Memory can guide you, but it can also imprison you in versions of the past that no longer exist. And this is where the philosophy becomes almost unbearable. If your mind creates the reality you live inside, then how much of what you call life is actually life itself? And how much is interpretation? How do you know the meaning you assign to things is real and not just emotionally convenient? How do you know your certainty is wisdom and not a habit of the nervous system? The more deeply you think about it, the less stable ordinary reality becomes. The floor beneath experience starts to feel less like stone and more like language, less like fact and more like consensus, less like truth and more like agreement. And yet, this does not make life meaningless. It makes it sacred in a different way. If reality is filtered through consciousness, then consciousness is not a side effect of life. It is one of the most important things in existence. To be aware is to participate in the creation of the world as it appears to you. Every judgment, every fear, every memory, and every hope becomes part of the structure through which you move. That means healing your mind is not a small personal project. It is a way of changing the universe you inhabit. If your inner world changes, the outer world does not stay identical. The facts may remain, but the meaning shifts, and meaning is often what shapes a life. That is why calm minds see more clearly, not because they suddenly become perfect, but because they stop forcing the world into a shape that flatters their fear. The quiet mind does not erase illusion completely, but it loosens the grip of distortion. It gives reality more room to appear without being swallowed by anxiety, anger, or expectation. The same sunset can become a message or just a sky, depending on the mind that receives it. The same silence can become peace or rejection. The same moment can become suffering or understanding. The world changes less than we think. The mind changes more than we admit. So the next time you think you are seeing everything exactly as it is, remember that you are always seeing through something. through memory, through emotion, through survival, through the hidden architecture of a mind trying to make sense of existence before it disappears into it. That is what makes human perception so powerful and so fragile at the same time. We do not just live in reality, we interpret ourselves into it. And maybe that is the deepest truth of all. The world you know is not only what is out there, but what your mind has dared to create.